In the last video, we just got to the part where we were revealing as the traitor. And to catch you up to speed, if you didn't see that, you just do that by going up to Specter Ops, this menu here, Traitor, Reveal Traitor, and then it puts you through a bunch of setup questions, just like you did for the hunters and for the agent. And then it brings you right here where you have to take your extra turn. When you reveal yourself as the traitor, you get an extra turn to kind of get hidden, basically. And so that's what we're doing right here. It's turn 2, and my character is the tracker here. So he's going to use his little extra turn to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to C11. And just like the others, you click move. That puts him here. There would be a last seen token, and that would go here, right where I just was. Actually, the rover was here. Well, the last seen token would probably go here. But look what happens if I do this. We're gonna have a problem. See, we put ROV there, right? This is just to illustrate one of the limitations, okay? So we can erase that, and that is going to be F9. Okay, no problem. So that's where, oh, I'm sorry, I'm putting that in the wrong, the wrong one. That should be in the last seen token was F9. So every now and then you have to get a little bit manual and type stuff in, but it's only in those rare circumstances where things are really bloated. And see, now you can see it put a last seen token there. Well, now we can't see the rover. Again, it's just one of those things that is a limitation. This is an aid when there's confusing things like this and it looks like somebody disappeared. During the overview of the game, you're going to have this whole right side is going to be listed out where everybody is. So when you get to one of these turns where things are on top of each other, it's very easy to go and look and see. Let's see, we're missing the rover. Go over to the rover, see what spot he was at, and see, oh, he's right where the last seen token was. That's why he disappeared. And then move on, right? Going forward, that would be basically his whole turn. And then we move on back to the rest of the hunters, if there are any hunters that haven't taken their turn, which they all have. So the hunter's turn is over, and we go back to the agent and or traitor. The traitor can go ahead and go again. And that's the tracker. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And there are no hunters around here, so he gets away scot-free. There is no last seen token. Go to the agent, and you can see here that the agent, even though I have this turn selected, turn 3, I don't see the tracker traitor over here. And that's because in the real game, the agent and the traitor, they don't know where the other is. And I didn't want this app to break that mechanic. So the agent on the agent sheet can see where the agent and the hunters are, and the traitor on the traitor sheet can see where the traitor, agent, and the hunters are. Okay? Her turn is going to be 1, 2, 3. She's going to try to just get lucky here. But you know what? She did something else. Granted, this is a stupid move to go there, but she also used an equipment card, the stealth field. Well, I don't know. So that's how you would do that, stealth field, okay? Or better yet, proximity mine, okay? So she does a proximity mine, and she places it. She thinks all the hunters are going to go up here, or within 4 squares of that space. So she's going to throw it to G13. This again is one where you have to type it, okay? You got to actually put that in there. I put this in the wrong spot. If you ever need to get rid of this, delete this, you can't do it here. I mean, you can if you hit OK here, but it's going to screw things up. So hit cancel. If you want to get rid of this, I know this is kind of quirky, hit the left arrow key, get to this spot, and backspace. Little pro tip there. Sorry for making that so confusing, but that's just the way that it is. I have my reasons. I won't explain them. That just kind of ended up working the best, even though it's kind of confusing. Okay, so that's if you need to erase or undo something that you did there. Let's say we just click here, proximity mine we're doing on this turn, and now you type in the location that you threw it, which is G13, and that is going to be it. What that's going to do is put a little token there. It says EQU for equipment. I just have one generic equipment card, but it's fairly easy to remember when you're reviewing the game in the replay section that there was a proximity mine there. I don't think it's very difficult to remember whether or not a grenade was played there or a proximity mine in a single game. You know, they're not that long. Okay, so there is that. I like to have the whole board visible. So if we put that out of the way, I get the whole board. And now did the Traitor take turn 3? She did. And the Hunters need to now take turn 3. And they're going to take their turn, but we get the point. Now, even though we're not at a point where a hunter or an agent can actually complete an objective, if they did complete an objective on that turn, you would just go and say which objective. So objective 3 would be this one down here. These are the section 3 right here. And it's going to take that and turn it into a red V from an R. Okay. And what you'll notice here is that even if I turn this turn off, it still shows completed. And why is that? The reason for that is I decided that it would be confusing if an agent for some reason was, reviewing, a different turn or had a turn turned off or something that, maybe had all these turns except for this one. And then it just looked like, oh, I didn't complete that objective. I thought I completed it. Once you've completed it on your agent or traitor objective sheet, it stays in this completed fashion. When you go to review the game at the post play, the replay at the end of the game, it will be live. They will update per each turn. When you're an agent, you really don't necessarily have any advantage to reviewing the game. So it didn't make sense for me to make it so that these ever turn off. I thought it could just lead to more confusion. So in the agent and traitor sheets, once these are turned on, anywhere in the sheet that stays turned on in the map. But then when we go to review, it will be updated per turn. Okay, that's pretty much it for the traitor. I'm going to pause the video there and pick back up and show you how to do the review and the replay of the game. See you there.